The people who literally trained Claude sat down for 76 minutes and revealed exactly how they prompt AI models. Not influencers, not course sellers. The actual prompt engineering team at Anthropic, Amanda Askell from Alignment Fine Tuning, Alex Albert from Developer Relations, David Hershey from Applied AI, and Zach Witten, their dedicated prompt engineer. 550,000 views. This is the most authoritative source on prompt engineering that exists. Here's every technique they shared, the visual breakdown. First, what prompt engineering actually is. The Anthropic team pushes back hard on the idea that prompting is about magic words, secret tricks, or gaming the model. It's not. Prompt engineering is clear communication. Amanda Askell puts it perfectly. Think of it as writing instructions for an incredibly capable new employee who has never seen your specific project before. They're brilliant, they're eager, they know a lot about the world, but they don't know what you specifically want unless you tell them clearly. That reframe changes everything. You stop looking for tricks and start asking, did I actually explain what I want? Did I give enough context? Would a smart human understand these instructions? If the answer is no, the model won't understand either. Prompting is a writing skill, not a coding skill. What makes someone a great prompt engineer? The team's answer surprised a lot of people. It's not about knowing programming or machine learning. The number one skill is clear writing. English composition. The ability to articulate what you want precisely and unambiguously. Second is empathy. Specifically, the ability to imagine the model's perspective. What does the model see when it reads your prompt? What's ambiguous? What could be misinterpreted? Third is a systematic testing mindset. Great prompt engineers don't just try one prompt and accept the result. They test edge cases, try variations, measure consistency. And fourth, domain expertise in whatever you're prompting about. If you're prompting for legal analysis, knowing law matters more than knowing prompt tricks. The best prompt engineers are often domain experts who learn to communicate clearly with models, not AI experts who learned a domain. The Anthropic team's framework for refining prompts has 4 stages. Stage 1. Start simple. Write a basic prompt. See what comes back. Don't over-engineer from the start. Stage 2. Identify failures. Where did the model misunderstand? What did it get wrong? What's missing? Read the output carefully. Every failure tells you exactly what to add to your prompt. Stage 3. Add specificity. Be explicit about format, length, style, edge cases. Use examples. Show the model exactly what good output looks like. This is called few-shot prompting, and the team says it's the single most effective technique. 1 or 2 examples can transform output quality. Stage 4. Structure your prompt. Use XML tags to separate sections. Put your instructions in clear blocks. Give the model a schema for the output you want. The key insight: prompting is iterative, not one shot. Nobody writes a perfect prompt on the first try. The skill is in how fast you iterate and how well you diagnose failures. The team has a strong take on honesty in prompts. Don't lie to the model. Some popular prompt techniques involve deception. Telling the model it will be punished, pretending there's a reward, claiming lives are at stake. The Anthropic team says this causes problems. The model is trained to be honest and helpful. When you inject dishonest framing, you're working against its training, not with it. Personas, however, do work. and the team uses them constantly. Telling the model, you are a senior Python developer or you are a medical researcher, genuinely activates relevant knowledge and writing patterns. The key is that the persona should be honest framing, not deception. Similarly, metaphors help the model understand abstract tasks. Imagine you're a teacher explaining this to a curious student. Think of this like editing a newspaper. These frames give the model a clear mental model for the task without requiring dishonesty. Model reasoning is where the biggest gains happen. The team explains chain of thought prompting, asking the model to reason step by step before giving its answer. The most important detail: put the reasoning before the answer, not after. When the model thinks first, the answer is grounded in that reasoning. When you ask it to answer first and explain after, it often reverse engineers a justification for whatever it already said. The Anthropic team recommends using XML tags to structure this. Wrap reasoning in thinking tags and the final answer in answer tags. This gives you clean separation between the model's work and its conclusion. You can inspect the reasoning, catch logical errors, and understand why the model reached its answer. For complex tasks, this isn't optional. Chain of thought is the difference between a model that guesses and a model that reasons. And the structured approach with XML tags is how the Anthropic team does it internally, not just for users, but in their own workflows. The team draws a clear line between three types of prompting. Enterprise prompts need reliability, structured output, and consistency. You're building a pipeline that runs thousands of times. The prompt needs to work every time with predictable formatting. Use schemas, strict output templates, and comprehensive edge case handling. Research prompts are the opposite: creative, exploratory, loosely constrained. You're exploring ideas. Let the model surprise you. Don't over-constrain. General chat prompts fall in between. Conversational, helpful, but still benefiting from clear intent. The mistake most people make: they use chat-style prompts for enterprise tasks and wonder why outputs are inconsistent. Or they over-engineer casual conversations with unnecessary structure. Match your prompting style to your use case. The more automated and critical the application, the more structured and explicit your prompt needs to be. Here are the concrete tips straight from the Anthropic team. 1. Be specific about what you want and what you don't want. Exclusion criteria are just as important as inclusion criteria. 2. Give examples. Few shot prompting is still the highest leverage technique. Show, don't tell. 3. Use XML tags to structure long prompts. Sections for context, instructions, examples, and output format. The model handles structured prompts dramatically better than walls of text. 4. Iterate based on failures, not intuition. Every bad output is data. Read it carefully and fix the specific issue. 5. Test on your worst case inputs, not your average ones. The prompt that works on easy examples will fail on edge cases. Test the hard cases first. 6. Read your prompt out loud. If it sounds confusing to a human, it will confuse the model. 7. Version your prompts. Track what you changed and what improved. Prompting is experimentation, and experiments need records. The team's view on the future of prompt engineering. As models get smarter, the tricks will matter less, and clear thinking will matter more. Models will understand intent better. requiring less explicit instruction. But the fundamental skill, the ability to articulate precisely what you want, will become more valuable, not less. The Anthropic team compares it to programming. Early programming required knowing hardware details. Now we have high level languages. But the skill of breaking down problems into clear, logical steps didn't become less important. It became the entire job. Prompt engineering is heading the same direction. Less about syntax and tricks, more about thinking clearly and communicating precisely. The people who will be most valuable are the ones who can think through a problem deeply and express it clearly, regardless of what model or tool they're using. That's the complete playbook from Anthropic's own prompt engineering team. Every technique they actually use, every mistake they've seen, every tip that moves the needle. Full credit to Amanda Askell, Alex Albert, David Hershey, and Zach Witten at Anthropic. Link to the full 76-minute roundtable in the description. All three guides are in the description: the Claude Code Guide, the Codex Guide, and the 10 repos to 200 KAI Engineer Guide. These are the playbooks behind everything I build. Subscribe for more deep dives that go beyond the surface. See you in the next one.